Hello and welcome to our video on using Mimikatz to clear the event logs. I want to walk through and talk a little bit about the problem is an attacker would encounter if they were ever on a computer system with event logs being generated, and then I want to talk about what it's doing to actually clear the event logs. We can always clear event logs, but the problem is there's always going to be an event log that's created called log clear. And Mimikatz is a really cool little utility that actually allows you to shut that down so you can't actually log any more security-related events. So if you're an attacker, this would be extremely handy. So what we're going to do is we're going to generate a bunch of event logs. And I'm going to go here and run as. I'm going to try to log in as administrator. A whole bunch of times, nothing, just incorrect. Now we're going to go over here and we are going to refresh our screen. And now you can see a bunch of credential validation, a whole bunch of audit failures showing up, a whole bunch of them. We got the event log that says that we cleared the event logs. We've got credential validation failures where you can see that I was trying to use the run as command rather unsuccessfully, and it was capturing absolutely all of that. Now, if you're a bad guy, you don't want these failed login attempts to actually show up in the event log, right? You want to hide what you're actually doing. So how can you do this? Well, one of the ways that you can do this, if I go through and I refresh this yet again, more event log failures. So what I can do is I can actually clear the event log. I'll just clear that out. Hooray, they're all gone. Now there's a problem as an attacker. Problem is, while we cleared the event log, we generated an event log ID that said that we cleared the event log. So this would be highly suspicious for any incident responder that's actually working on this computer system. So it turns out that Mimikatz, I'm going to close this out, we'll start over from scratch. Mimikatz is a tool that is usually used in most penetration testing and offensive scenarios. It is usually used to steal clear text passwords and password hashes and token manipulation and a bunch of really cool things. Benjamin has done a very good job as running and creating this tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select run as administrator. I'm going to start up a new command prompt. And we're going to cd into the tools directory, and I've got a wonderful little Mimikatz directory here on our SANS 504 virtual machine. You can download Mimikatz from the GitHub repository that Benjamin is actually working with. Now I'm going to fire up Mimikatz. We got mimikatz.exe. And what we're going to do now is we're going to actually run privilege debug. Now, privilege debug gives us the level of privileges we need to actually insert into the event log process. And actually start editing it. Well, we're not really editing it. We're going to stop it from generating any additional event log. So I'm going to generate a few more event logs just to kind of show you what it looks like. We have a bunch of event logs in there. Again, kind of give it something to chew on. We're going to go ahead and right-click and refresh. You can also use the hotkeys. And I've got failed event log notifications. Now, let's go back to Mimikatz, and we're going to do the privilege debug. There we go. Now we got privilege debug. Now what we want to do is we want to actually block the event logging service from generating any more event logs. So if I was an attacker, I would go over here and I would clear this event log. Clear it. And we once again have the event log that says that we've cleared the event log, the event ID of 1102. And now what we're going to do is we're going to run event, and we're going to do drop. Right, now it says the event log service has been patched. Now, if I go over here and I start generating more failed login attempts, and we go over and we refresh, we're going to have those event logs. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear the event log. Now, notice this time, there was no 1102 event log created. So we created our event logs, but whenever I cleared the event logs, it didn't actually generate the event log that says that I cleared the event log. Why is this dangerous? Well, a tremendous amount of organizations, they actually utilize their SIMs for doing monitoring of all their different servers and all their different workstations. And if a bad guy now has the ability to actually completely clear the event logs without an event log ID of 1102 showing up, saying that the event log was cleared, and now makes it a lot easier for bad guys to completely cover their tracks on a computer system. Well, kind of. Now, what you should know about this is stopping that event log ID from being generated whenever we actually clear the event log. You would still see gaps in the event log. Now, this all kind of comes out of some of the recent shadow brokers dumps that have come out. The NSA had tools that actually allowed you to edit event logs in memory by pausing the event logging service and then doing the manipulation and then restarting it. You would still have this dip. You would have a gap in the time frame. So in this situation, the system would have a period of time where it wasn't logging anything because the event logs on the system were actually deleted. But this is, in fact, a game changer. This is, in fact, a game changer because a tremendous amount of our security infrastructures, especially for visibility into our workstations and into our servers, completely hinges on event logs. And while this is blocking that event ID 1102 from being generated, it cracks open the door that now we can't completely trust our event logs on our Windows computer systems. This is why other utilities like Sysmon doing network level forensics are so important. It's not saying that they're more important than event logging and SIMs. It's just saying that we need to have multiple overlapping fields of fire whenever we're talking about defense. If you're just relying on the event logs, you're in trouble. If you're just relying on network forensics, then you're in trouble. If you're just relying on something like Sysmon or user behavioral analytics, you're in trouble. You need to have multiple different ways looking at the exact same problem, kind of serving as correlation back and forth of what actually is happening. So I hope you like this tech segment, and we'll be seeing you in others.